I told someone that you cannot have, I was telling somebody that you can't have both. You cannot have pride on one end and you have meaningful relationships at the other end. It won't work. It is either you drop the pride or you will drop the meaningful relationships. You have to choose. For it to work, for meaningful relationships to effectually work, to work effectively, you will have to drop pride. It is either you love your pride more than the relationships that you have, or it is either you value your relationships more than your pride and your ego. You can't have both. So pride and meaningful relationships do not mix. They can never mix. You will at a point have to make a choice. I choose my pride over having meaningful relationships, or I choose having meaningful relationships over my pride. Another thing that doesn't mix is pride and submission to Jesus Christ. You also cannot have both. It's either you will drop the pride and have submission to Jesus completely, or you will drop your submission to Jesus and hold on to your pride. But you cannot have both. Once pride comes into the equation, it is too heavy of a weight to hold any of these two things. Either meaningful relationships, lasting relationships, or submission to Jesus Christ. The more you become like Jesus, the less prideful you will become. The more you become like Jesus, the more you are interested in what Jesus is interested in. You die. So those things that you would like to do have to die. So it is either you become more like Jesus or you become more like the figure of pride. Of course, you know that's Satan. So you have to choose. You cannot have pride and meaningful relationships, and you cannot have pride and submission to Jesus, complete submission to Jesus. It won't work. Or submission to the Holy Spirit. So make a wise choice today. Will you choose to keep walking in your pride, or will you choose to be like Jesus Christ? You have to choose. You can't have both. You know, people boast about it and they are proud about it, that I'm proud, you are proud. It's not something to be proud about. It's something to be ashamed of. Because pride and following Jesus cannot go together. Pride and meaningful relationships cannot go together. I hope this blessed you.